So, a very good morning to you all the participants who are either students of our own university or people who are seeking to become part of our university and their parents. So, welcome all. My name is Dr. Harshavardhan Bhatkar, and I am a professor for physics and photonics in the School of Computing at the MIT Arts, Design, and Technology University. So I welcome you all to the fourth seminar, Career Guidance Seminar. And this is titled as Recent Advances in IIoT, that is Industrial Internet of Things, and which is the future of manufacturing. So I'm sure right now many of you have seen devices that work on at our houses, which are connected to the internet, and we can connect to them and make things happen remotely, such as Alexa, Siri, Google Nest, Home, many robots which do work. I incidentally have a robot that does my cleaning and mopping at my house, and it is connected to my cell phone. So I can ask the robot to clean sitting in the office. So when I go home, I have a clean house. So all this thing is possible through what we call as Internet of Things. It used to be Internet of People and client and service, that's all. But now devices, almost without intervention from the humans, will be able to talk to each other. They have been talking to each other and making our lives easier. Now, moving on from day-to-day life, the jump of this technology rather is towards making manufacturing an automated part. Now, imagine a world where car manufacturers or any other type of manufacturing that needs a very large scale of supply chain or complicated networks of hardware needs and monitoring needs to be done somewhere in China, somewhere in Taiwan, somewhere in Korea, and some parts in India, some parts in Europe. And all these things are just manufacturing one little thing or one complicated thing. All these things will now are currently being manufactured with help of human interference, human interventions, human supervision. Imagine the world where this all also becomes part of remotely controllable or monitoring, and not just that, automated almost as a part of industrial manufacturing process. What all skill set is required for the people who are going to be governing bodies or sort of, developers of this kind of technology? Because if the industry is going to move towards internet-based manufacturing, decentralized manufacturing, the industry is going to need experts who can handle this sort of technology, who can lead the path, who can be the thought leaders. So what are the skill set that you would like to have? So knowing about that, so if you want to know about that, if you want to be the part of that next generation manufacturing idea, and what does MIT EDT offer you in terms of getting skilled in this set? Today is the right seminar, and we have a perfect speaker for you for this. Uh, Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sagar Tambe. And our today's speaker is a graduate from Pravara Rural Education Society College of Engineering for his BE, Bachelor of Engineering. He did his Masters of Engineering from MIT College of Engineering, Pune. So he's our own alumnus. So very proud of you, sir. And then he pursued his thirst for research in a successful PhD in computer science and engineering from the Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Institute of Engineering and Technology in Nanded. under TEQIP project. His title of the project was Study and Implementation of Heterogeneous Protocols on Wearable Body Sensor Networks in E-Health Monitoring Systems. E-health monitoring systems. Now, this is important because he starts off exactly what is he going to present on the Internet of Things and wearable systems that are networked. He took his research further across the border, and he went to Italy for his postdoc research. He worked with Coris Bando on wireless networking, signal processing, and Internet of Things, on the natural evolution of wireless ad hoc and sensor networks, WASN. And there he has worked a lot of, excellent work over there. He's been able to produce n number of papers, patents, and stuff like that. I mean, now we have exactly the same expertise that we were talking about. Today's talk is exactly that. And he's been working with MIT Arts Design Technology since 2022 as an associate professor. So he's got sufficient experience to teach, hold projects, and also give guidance to become mentor to your something called as project-based learning, which is one of those strong points of MIT ADT. So without further ado, I welcome Professor Sagar Tambe. And sir, it's up to you. Stage is all yours.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, can I share my screen?
Yes, sir, you can share.
Yeah,
Yes, we can see you, sir.
yeah. The screen is visible to everyone.
Yes,
Is it properly audible to everyone?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so you
Screen.
just have to kill the prompt of the sharing and hiding on the screen bottom. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Okay. So first, good morning, everyone, and I thank you, Harsh sir, for nicely introducing me here. I'm Dr. Sagar Tambe, Associate Professor and the Program Head in the AI. And today I deliver recent advances in industrial IoT, and it's quite related to the manufacturing in the future. So, nowadays each and everything is going to online. In today's computer world, each and everything to going to online. So it is a part of to connect all the devices to each other, gather the data, store the data, and then you have to do analysis. Okay. So there is a huge amount of data are there. So such a kind of the huge amount of data is cannot be handled by a human being easily. So in that case, you have to just go with some machine learning techniques or machine to machine communications are there. So with the help of this communication, you can easily do some prediction based systems. So nowadays, with the help of the industrial IoT and the Internet of Things, you just replace some traditional systems to the smart systems. For that purpose, you have to require the IoT, Internet of Things. So you have to just connect to Internet. With the help of the Internet or the machines, you can do your system smartly as well as the fastly. Okay. For that purpose, you have to be required the some smart systems. Okay. So today's computer world or the engineering technology, you have to just grow up with the help of the smart technologies. Okay, that is one of the example like as the industrial IoT, or you can say that the Internet of Things. So the application of the IoT in industry is known as industrial IoT for industry 4.0. So there is a lot of the versions are there. So that is one of the industrial version that 4.0. So industrial internet integrates the big data technologies. So nowadays huge amount of data are there. So such a kind of the huge amount of data cannot be handled. It's not easy to handle it. Okay, so with the help of the some smart devices, some sensors, some actuators, some storage or clouds, so with the help of this technology you can easily manage all the data, you can easily analyze the data. Okay, so for that purpose, the big data technologies are there. So machine learnings are there. So with the help of the machine learning technologies, you can easily analyze the data or do some predictions. Okay, so with the help of this, you can be manage all the activities very easily. So sensor data, so you can be remotely, you can monitor all the activities. So you just connect the different sensors to the different location. You can capture the data, store the data, and you have to do a analysis. So with the help of this one, you can be monitor all the activity from the remote location. So I want to now go with the someone example like the smart medical healthcare system. So nowadays the population is growing, so doctor cannot be handle the patient. So in that case, you have to be replace your traditional patient monitoring systems to the smart patient monitoring systems. So in that case, you have to just connect a different sensors to human body. You just capture the human signal from human body and store the data. So doctor can check that the complete detail of the patient from the remote location and indicate the suitable treatment. Okay, so that is called as the smart patient monitoring system. So it is a possible with the help of the IoT system. So different medical sensor you just connect human body, like as the ECG sensor, like as the systolic blood pressure, diastolic blood pressure, heart activity, SpO2, oxygen in human body, body motion, EEG, EMG, etc., etc. So there is a lot of sensors are there. So with the help of the sensor, you just connect all the devices to each other, and you have to be deliver the data to one particular location to another particular location. So it is a possible with the help of the all engineering technologies. So that's why nowadays in the some different hardware devices as well as some software algorithmic part is very important. So in upcoming futures, that's the engineering application and engineering technology. It's in very bloom or a very scope in upcoming futures. So the machine to machine communications are there. So machine to machine communication is very faster way to communicate all these things, and you have to be deliver the data to one particular location to another particular location. So that is part of the communications to architect and intelligent commercial ready industrial equipment and the facility. The industry having a lot of equipment. So with the help of this IoT system, or you can say that the industrial IoT, you just connect all the equipment to each other, and you can monitor all the activities. Industry having there is a lot of field work are there, and very long distance are there. So whatever the persons are present in the company, it's very difficult to manage all the activities. But if you have connect all the equipment to the industry with the help of the IoT system, so we can be easily monitoring all the activity. So that is a very effective. It is useful for the manufacturing as well as the productivity of the industry. So industrial IoT platform will allow you to connect and process IoT data securely at a large scale. In the industry there is a lot of equipments are there. So with the help of the equipment, there is a huge amount of data will be generated there. So such a kind of the huge amount of data will be handled. It's very difficult to as a human being. So with the help of the IoT systems, you can be easily gather all the data, collect the data. That's, you can say that there's some real time experiment or the real time data are there. You can collect the data, and then you have to store the data and do the analysis. Okay, so with the help of the large scale, it is easily managed with the help of the machine to machine communications. And such a kind of this system is highly secure. Everywhere the security is very important aspect. Anywhere, any applications, or if I go anywhere, the security is a very big concern. So that's why the suppose IoT systems have provided a lot of security to all the devices, all the data you have to gather, and whatever you have to do analysis. It is really beneficial and efficient for the productivity as well as the manufacturing. So, what is the difference? Generally, everybody know that the IoT, that industry, the IoT, that Internet of Thing. So you just connect all the device to the internet, and with the help of the internet, you can be do a communications to one particular location to another particular location. So that is called as normal IoT system, and the IIoT is like an industrial Internet of Things. So all industry you have to be handled by with the help of the Internet of Things. That's what's called as the industrial internet of thing. So the IoT devices are commonly used of hobbyist or another consumer uses. So there is all devices are connected to each other with the help of some consumers as well as some actuators. So with the help of the actuator you do a communications and you just capture the data and store the data for the analysis. So whatever the industry persons are there or the industry manager are there, they can be see that the complete detail of all the industry monitoring on the same location, and they can be easily manage all these things. So there is no any you personally just go to the industry, just visit each and every points and take the decision on this point. So it is very easy to monitoring all the activity from the remote locations. So that is the industrial IoT is designed for heavy duty tasks such as the manufacturing and the monitoring. you know the industrial things is totally depend on the productivity as well as the some manufacturing. These are the two very important term as industry parts, the manufacturing as well as the some productivity. So that is a really heavy task to every person like industrial peoples. They can be managing all this manufacturing and the productivity task. So you just design the one some industrial based IoT systems to connect the different sensors to the industry, like as the temperature sensor. With the help of LM35 sensor, you can monitor environmental temperature in the industry. Second, with the gas leakage sensors. Sensors are there, as well as the suppose there is some monitoring sensors are there, or you can say that there is some security purpose sensors are there. So you just attach these sensors to the industry, and then you have to be monitoring all the activity from the remote location. So it is possible with the help of the IoT system. So the industrial IoT use more precise and durable devices, actuator, and the sensors in the heat as well as the cold residence. So it means sometimes the mini incident happen in the industry, like as the gas leakage as well as the some heavy temperature in the industry, and maybe there is accidental things are there. So with the help of these smart industrial IoT systems, you can be managed very easily with the help of the sensors, like as the you just fix the temperature sensors on the your industry, and you can be monitor the temperature in the industry. Or you can just see that the gas leakage sensors. So sometimes there is incident happen with the help of the gas leakage in the industry. So such a kind of the things you can avoid with the help of the the industrial IoT system. So IoT and industrial IoT have a same core principles such as data management, network security, and the cloud. The management thing is very important in industrial aspect, because there is a lot of things are there. So with the help of the industrial IoT, you can be manage all these things very easily. So you can be monitor all the activity from the remote locations, and then you can be take very easily decision on whatever things are going on there. So network. So with the help of the industrial IoT, you can easily connect the networks, and you can easily deliver the data from one particular location to another particular locations. Okay. Sometimes there is a huge amount of data are there, and it's very difficult to handle the huge amount of data and deliver the huge amount of data. So with the help of the cloud, you can be store all the data, and you can be exchange the data to the different company center as well as the some industry center. So that is a way one more benefit of the industrial IoT are there. So that is the main difference between the IoT and industrial IoT are the scalability and the value of generated the data. The different sensors having huge amount of data they can be generated. So it's very difficult to store the data, manage the data, and handle the data. So with the help of the industrial IoT, you can be easily handle the data, and device generate the massive amount of data. So there is different sensors are there, different hardware devices are there. So different hardware devices has generated the different data. So you can be store the data and you can analyze the data. So these all are the engineering technology, like as the big data analytics, like as the machine learning, in the IoT, or there is some cloud computing are there. So these are all are the engineering technologies. So with the help of the engineering technology, you can be go more faster, more accurate, more scalable, and more efficient to the your products. In a home network, loss of the generated data would be trivial, but it's industrial IoT is the vital. So I'm not talking about like just given the example of the industrial IoT. You just connect these sensors to your home appliances. So you can see that the smart home system. So the IoT having a different application like the smart healthcare monitoring system, smart agricultural system, smart cities, smart home, and etc. etc. Even the in our colleges develop a smart parking system. So there is a lot of real-time applications are there. So with the help of these engineering applications, you can be easily manage all these technologies. The data in industrial IoT should be more precise, continuous, and sensitive data. The security is very important aspect to everywhere. Anywhere you just go with the security is very important part. So you have to just think about that the security is the part of the one industrial IoT. You have to provide the security to the your data as well as the your hardware devices. Okay, for the instance, considering monitoring systems to nuclear power plants or the manufacturing facility should be precise in prevent hazardous event. In the instrumental IoT are there. There is a lot of field works are there. So such a type of the field work, it's very heavy to handle all the equipment, all the data, and the functionality of all the equipment. So in that case, suppose you just connect all the devices to the each other, so they can be monitoring all the activity from the industry. uh, how the industrial IoT works. So there is a different parts are there. So with the help of the industrial IoT, it is a network of devices which connected through a communication technology. So there is actuators are there. So actuator are a mediator between the sensors and the machine devices. They can be communicate data from the one particular location to another particular location. So whenever you have to just collect the huge amount of data, that is first task is the analyze the data. So with the help of the machine learning technology, that is one more the engineering application of machine learning. So with the help of the machine learning technology, you can analyze the data and you have to do some prediction of the data. Collect and exchange the information. So with the help of this industrial IoT or the IoT system, you can collect all the data and you can exchange the data to the different centers. Okay, suppose you are collecting the data from the one industry and if you want to share the data with the other industry, so it is a possible with the help of the smart IoT system. So there is a cloud computing are there. So with the help of the cloud computing, you can be all collect the data and store the data as a centralized. And then if you want to exchange the data to the different diagnosis center as well as if you want to exchange the data to the different industry, so it can be easily possible with the help of the IoT systems to provide a complete operational visibility to make a rapid operational decision at the enhance your business. So there is you can perform a different crude operations. So that is very important to take a decision on your manufacturing as well as the productivity. It's quite really supported for two upcoming your businesses. Industrial IoT increase the visibility, enhance operational efficiency, and reduce the complexity. So there is everything you can monitor from the remote location. So that is increase the visibility part. Then different operations you can be performed from the remote location. You can be monitoring a remote activity. So that's why you have to reduce the complex cities. Okay, so you can be easily monitoring the activity, easily collect the data, easily store the data, and then you can easily analyze the data. The based on the analysis, you can do a easily prediction. So that is the less complications are there. So you can be easily manage all the activity, and with the help of this visibility, you can be take right decisions to the right time, which is really supported for your business. Then next one is the industrial IoT platform to modern sensor technologies to industrial equipment for the remote monitoring to maintenance capabilities. So I already told you like that there's some sensors devices are there. So based on the sensors, you just create a network to the all the devices are connected to the each other. You can gather the data, store the data, and remotely you can be monitoring all the data. So that is really helpful to everyone. They can be see for the monitoring all the activity for the remote locations, and they can be take a right decision to the right time to which is very helpful for to manufacturing as well as the product in the business. It's help in enhancing productivity. That is first important part in the industry, like as the productivity. So with the help of this, you can be easily manage the productivity. Second one is the quality aspect. So the quality is very important part in the business as well as the industrial things. So the quality you can be monitoring with the help of the smart IoT system. Safety and the machine life. Okay, security is very important. So we can be monitoring the safety points and the machine life. So in industrial IoT things, so there is a lot of machines works are there. So functionality of the machines are there. So definitely the machine life is very important in the business, industrial business life. So with the help of the IoT system, you can be also easily monitoring the machine life. So what are the functionality are there? What are the lagging things are there? What are the effective of the machine in the industry are there? So you can be easily monitoring all this activity with the help of the IoT system. Uh, for these industrial IoT systems, the three key components are very important, like as intelligent machines, advanced analytics, and people at the work. Okay, these are the three things depend to the each other. Like as the first, intelligence machines you have to require. So intelligent machines you have to build up with the help of the engineering technology, like as the connect different devices located at the different places. So you can be connect all the devices to the different places, and then you can be monitoring all the activity in the central location with the help of the IT softwares. Second one is the advanced analytics. So a huge amount of data are generated from the devices. So you can be monitoring all the activity with the help of this IoT technology and do some predictive algorithm. So based on whatever the data you have to collected from a different resources, so based on this data you can be do some analysis as well as some predictions based on the some algorithm. So people at the work, like as the people are interconnected to the each other, so they can be easily communicate to the each other, and with the help of this communication, they can be easily take the decisions on industrial things, like as the some productivity as well as the some manufacturing. So they are monitoring the machines to provide a more flexible and the quality services. Okay, so with the help of this, they can be focused on that as a more and the quality. So that is one also part to increase the quality in the industrial lives. These are the actually systems are there. So the based on this system, the industrial IoT work, like as the first one is the sensor. Sensor is very important part. To capturing the data from the different location, then with the help of the communications, so you have to just communicate all the data to the each other. So actuator is the mediator between the sensors as well as the some storage of the data, or you can say that the computing. So actuator are like as the different protocol, like as the Zigbee protocol, Wi-Fi protocol, Bluetooth protocol, or ultra wideband protocol. These are the some hardware devices are there, they can be communication to the each other. Then storage, the huge amount of data will generated from the different devices or the different resources. That is huge amount of data are there, or you can say that the big data are there. So such a kind of the big data you have to store as a one center locations, and then you have to do the analysis as well as some predictions part on this data. And last one is the computing. So you have to compute all the data, you can analyze the data, you have to classify the data, whether there is some image data are there is some video data are there, some audio data are there, as well as some text data are there. So data having a different form. So with the help of the computing, you have to categorize data, you have to classify the data, and then you have to be use the classified data for the analysis. So these are the overall one system, like as the sensor, communication, actuator, storage, and the computing part. So these are the industrial IoT. It's based on this associated with these things, like as the smart factory, how we can design the smart factory industrial 4.0 strategy, and how we can connect the industrial internet to the each other. So first one is the smart factory are based on a cyber physical system, like as the use of sensors, then communication, then actuator, then storage, and as well as the computing. These are the things are involved in the physical systems. Do a smart manufacturing. So you have to just based on the some hardware systems as well as the some software systems. So you can be monitoring activity from the same location. The factory embodies the goal of Industry 4.0 to large scale, known as the smart factory. Okay, so large scale industry is very difficult to manage with the help of the manpower. So if you possible to set up all these hardware devices, smart hardware devices to monitoring all the activity with various places. So all data you have to just centrally gather, and you can remotely monitoring all the activity from the same location. These are the actually working principle and the functionality of the industry area. So there is a part of the first one is the customers are there. So customer, as per the customers requirement, they send to design the IoT part. So these are the network you have to create it like as the information processing. So you have to just create a information processing are there, and then it's going to the manufacturing process. So these are the different machines are involved are there. This is the IoT hubs are there. So with the help of this, they can be exchange the data to the different machines as well as the different devices. These all are the bi-directional communications are there with the machines to machine communications. Okay, so customers are given the requirement as per the things to the IoT systems. So according that, they can be create a network, and then they can be connected all the IoT devices to the different machines. So these are the different machines are communicate to this IoT hub. Then it is communicate to the network, and this network will be communicate to the particularly persons, right? So these are the smart factories are there. So it is very easily monitoring to customer interaction, information processing, then manufacturing process. So all details of these things, the different senses are working are there, so they can be monitored at the same locations. So this is a create a one network, the IoT based network with the different devices are there, and these persons they can be monitoring all the activity from the remote location. So this is a one scenario of the smart factories are there. So initiative in the Germany that target to bring IoT technology. This such a type of the smart factory and the smart industry is already built in the Germany. Okay, most of the foreign country they have some IoT based companies are there, so they can be doing some automations. Okay, so with the help of the hardware devices and the sensors, they can be do automations to which is the very effective on the manufacturing as well as the some productivity. So it is quite related to the high quality. So that's why there is some automations are there. The based on the automation, they produce the high quality products. Second one is the low cost production. So all things are monitoring by the hardware devices. There is no any physically or the manually things are there. So it is a really effect on the low cost production. Higher level of the automation that enable a mass customized manufacture to productions to the good and services. So it is very easy to provide a good things as well as the services to the systems in the industry. So it is a based on industrial 4.0 that is based on the some deployment model. So you have to just go with the deploy a different hardware for the different location as per the requirement of the industry or the factory, and then you have to do a communications between this hardware devices to the particularly person. So that is the industrial, the 1.0 is the steam engine. So that is very old version like as the steam engine. Then industry 2.0 like electricity. Then 3.0 is computer automation and the PLC SCADA, which is quite related to industrial IoT. And then 4.0 is to go with the significant advances, high performance system, high accuracy, high efficiency, low power processor, monitoring all the activity and networking. Okay, so these are all our things are it's quite related to the industry 4.0. So the secondly is the industrial internet. So you have to just connect all the equipment to the internet. So it's really effective to do all the communication part like as the heterogeneous devices. You just connect to the each other for the communication. In a normal mode, there is the internet version 6 for the local area network as well as the wide area network are there. So whatever the some local industry as well as the factory are there, so you can be connect this locally part to each other with the help of the network in the industrial. And the wide area network are there. There is some distance level industry are there. So based on the some industrial things, you can be connected with the help of the wide area network. Then technology technology of the machine-to-machine communication. So it's very really effective technical machine-to-machine communications are there. Then PLC SCADA are there. Then human-machine interactions are there. So industrial data analytics are there. Cyber security systems are there. Supervisory controls are there. There is some with the help of the hardware devices as well as some software part. You can be monitoring all the activity which is happening in the industry. Data acquisition system, you can quite say that the SCADA. So PLC SCADA is quite related to the instrumentation things. To instrument handle with the help of the some PLC SCADA. So all this connection, like as there's some wired connection as well as the wireless connection. So there is some wired devices are there, or sometimes there is a wireless devices are there. So with the help of the wired as well as the wireless devices, you can be connected, do a connectivity in the industry to the all activities. So the factory of the futures, so smart factories are there, so connected factories are there, and the virtual factories are there. Okay, so smart factory, as already I discussed like that, the different devices connected to each other, and they can be monitoring the same activity for the same locations. The connected factory, there is a small units are there, so 2 to 3 units are there, small, so they can be connect to the each other, so they can be exchange the data to the each other with the help of the different cloud computing technology. And the virtual factory is the concept that like that sometimes the real time setup is not possible due to the some expensive hardwares are there, or due to the unavailability of the hardware, you cannot be establish the some real time setup. So real time setup is not feasible due to the some money constraint as well as some different manpower constraint. Okay, in that case you have to be create a virtual factory. Okay, so I'll see that the detail. So this is a smart factory which is already established in the Germany. So these are the different devices are there, and all devices and all these things are communicate to each other. So this is like the AI based testing systems are there, like as the AI based artificial intelligence based some testings are there. So with the help of the AI based, they can be do some predictions. So prediction in terms of the manufacturing, prediction in terms of the productivity, production in terms of AI based in terms of the some quality as well as the different measurements. Okay, so maximize resources are utilization. So with the help of this AI technology smart factory, the maximum resources are utilized as a proper way, so they can be generate the more productivity as more manufacturing thing. So reconfigurable process and the system. So with the help of the AI system, you can be configure all the devices and connect it to the internet, so they can be easily manage all the activity which is available in the industry. So this is an example of a Germany factory, which is based on the smart factory. So connected factories, all devices are connected to each other, so you can be exchange the data very easy to one particular location to another particular location. So there is automations are there, so automatically all the data will be shared with the different industrial centers. So in for that the components are include sensors, actuator, transducer, controller, display, and the computer workstation. So as a different part, they are the communication to the each other. Integration with the business decision making. In the business strategy, the decision part is very important, like as the productivity, like as the quality aspect, or like as the some manufacturing. So decision is very important. So you have to just integrate your business decision with the help of these smart technologies. So even they can be prediction like that key what terms you have to be do a productions or the some manufacturing things are there. Okay, so the based on the connected factories are there. So these are the virtual factory. I already told that sometimes the real time setup is not possible. The some constraint of the hardware as well as some manpower. So in that case, you have to just create a virtual setup, or you can say that the some simulation part of the real time setup. So you have to be just supported to the industrial IoT design and 3D modeling of the entire plant. So you can be see all type of the view which is available in the virtual thing. Access to the process from the workstations, so you can be managed from the remote locations to the workstation. Real world simulation prior to implementation, so you have to just test that the first simulation model. If you are successful in this simulation model, then you can be think about that the real time setups. Okay, sometimes you have a very good idea in the mind, and there is a, some lot of the heavy cost products are there, or the some heavy cost equipments are there. So it is not possible to buy all the equipment, and you are not sure like that ki such a type of the setup is really do some productivity as well as some manufacturing base or the some quality base. In that case, you have to be first test as a simulation as well as some virtual factory, and then you have to just think about that the real time setups. So these are the some example of the virtual components and the detailed planning about that. Like, so virtually you have to just test your model first, and then you have to just go with the some real time setups. Okay, so virtually you have to just take a idea about that, how is it work and how is it the functionality, what are the productivity, what are the quality aspect, what are the security are things, and the based on these things then you have to just plan to establish the real time setup. So this is the architecture of the industrial IoT things are there. It is divided in the three different type, like as the age application. So there is a different applications are there. The IoT having the some healthcare monitoring, some agriculture monitoring, some industrial monitoring, some smart cities monitoring, then smart parking, smart university, smart classroom, etc., etc. There's a lot of different applications are there. So that is called as the edge applications are there. Then middleware platforms they are there, so they can be communicate between the edge application to the enterprise applications. Okay, so these are the mediator between they can be exchange the data one particular location to another particular location, right? That is called as the middleware platform. And last one is the enterprise application. So enterprise application is quite related to the business domain. Okay, so they can be generate your application from source location to the destination location. Okay, so whatever the applications are there, so according to the application you can be gather all the data, then you have to store the data to the access network. Okay, then access network they can be deliver data to the different information, data investigation, data transformations, data distributions, then asset controls, then real time predictive maintenance optimization, then continuous asset real time streams, then batch processing, etc. So these all things are they happens to in information domain at the middleware platform, and then they send to the data as a business domain. In business domain they generate an application oriented thing, like as the manufacturing, like as the productivity, like as the quality aspect, and there is a some more scalable of the data. So these are the some working functionality of the industrial IoT, like as the some application, then data generation, then data processing, then data analysis are there. So it is really helpful to the developing the business in the high level scale as well as the with high accuracy as well as the high quality things. These are the application of the industrial internet. So like as the network optimizations, like as the fleet optimization, facility optimization, and the asset optimization. Okay, so with the help of this you just connect all the devices to the each other, and you can be monitoring all the activities, like as the intelligent devices are there, intelligent systems are there, and intelligent decisions are there. You know, decision is very important part, so everything is depend on your decisions where out of like as the manufacturing as well as the productivity, quality, security, as well as the some different machine lives. So the decision part is very important in this factor, like as the industrial internet thing. So then you have to take a right decisions with the help of the industrial IoT, which is really effective of your industrial life. So these are the current landscapes, like as the some mixed reality applications. You know, the AR, VRs, like the virtual realities are there. So cross between the sensor stack and the tablet. So you can be virtually monitoring all the activities in the industry. Internet connected to the smart tools, like as the some auto adjust the different actions. Long information reduce the assembly time. So you have to just monitoring all the industrial applications with the help of the IoT system. Augmented reality driven the instructional and the educational tutorial. Okay, not only for the industrial applications, when you have to enter in the educational things, you have to just use different IoT systems. um, so this is the one kind of the survey are there, like as the US manufacturing are beginning to implement the IoT solution and believe IoT is required for a future growth. Okay, you know, nowadays in today's computer world, each and everything is going to online. The based on this system, every system you have to require the some smartly work, faster work, accurately work, and do us more productivity as the quality aspect. Okay, so 35% are currently collecting and using the data generated from the smart sensors to enhance the manufacturing and the operating process. So nowadays there is a 35% the industry they are collecting the data from the smart sensor and do some manufacturing as well as the operational process. 70% believe it's extremely or the moderately important that US manufacturer adopt IoT strategy in their operations. Okay, so 70% people are they are thinking about that to base on the some IoT based platform do a more faster, more accurate, and the more scalability of all the operations. Okay, then 38% currently embedded sensors in product that enable end user customers to collect the data and the gather data. That is the 38% people are they thinking about that they collect the data from the different devices and store the data for generated parts. Okay, and this is for the North American market. They 13.1 by the 2021. Now they are be more updated to work on the IoT systems and all this. These are the one scenario like that ki how engineering technology are upcoming field or the upcoming world they are used. Okay, so these are the rate of adoptions of the 11 emerging technology in engineering. Okay, so this is quite first one in the artificial intelligence are there, then 3D printings are there, driverless vehicle and the drones are there, then blockchain technology are there, wearable and mobile technologies, robotics and automation, internet of things to connect all the devices to each other, then predictive analytics like as the big data or the you can say that the data science nowadays are very bloom in the industrial things to analyze the data, sensors and the identifications. Okay, okay, you know the huge amount of data like that. So I just given the general example like the Facebook, Instagram, or the big data. Every day, lot of people are sending the message, images, video on Instagram, Facebook, or as well as the your WhatsApp. So it is a huge amount of data are there. Okay, so there is a huge amount of data cannot be handled very easily. In that case, some predictive analytics are required. So that's why this is a part of the predictive analytics, big data, and the data science. Sensors and the automatic identification, then inventory and the network optimization, then cloud computing and the storage. So these are different emerging technologies are very useful in the engineering. So totally engineering based on this 11 emerging technologies. These are the challenges in the future. The each and everything is going to online. In that case, the interoperability is very important to in multi device communications are there. Then scalability, flexibility, the security, emerging efficiency, and adaptability. Okay, these are very important challenging part in IoT system, like as the do a connectivity with the different devices, then manage the security, flexibility, scalability, efficiency, and adaptability of this thing. These are the last slide of this one. Why the these industrial things are important. So as I already discussed, like its effect on the some manufacturing as well as the some productivity, like as the different 11 emerging in engineering part. So all these things are depend on this engineering parts. That's why the engineering technology having a lot of scope in upcoming years, like as the big data, like as the machine learning, blockchain, computer technology, artificial intelligence, like at the foundation of the different cloud computings and all these things. So these all are the beginning stage, but in upcomings to connect all the devices to each other and to gather the data, store the data, and based on the decision making, you have to be just go with the different industrial part. Its implemented approach depend on the overall strategies to the compensativeness, choose the most pain and the point of the attention. So deep interconnections to all the devices to economic outcome are important. Okay, that's why these things are very important. So current challenges are device interconnections, data intelligibility, and data analysis together, which manufacturing and the management. Okay, so with the help of these devices, you can be easily do a data management technique or the management things are there, which is really effective on the productivity as well as the manufacturing. So every industry, upcoming year, every industry is based on the some IoT system as well as some IoT automation system. That's why this system is required to anywhere in upcoming future. security and the safety are the potentially biggest challenges. So every industry and some factory required security as well as the safety for machine life as well as the human life. That's why the monitoring activity is required to everywhere in upcoming year. So that's why the IoT is very challenging things in upcoming engineering trends. So these are the things quite related to the engineering things and all these things. So these are the different references are there, like as the IoT system, how important, how the grow up and the future things are included in the IoT system as well as the some industrial things. These are the different books are available with some AI based IoT system, smart city application, then renewable engineerings are there, then AI IoT renewable energy applications are there, then machine learning in robotic application, then generation robotics of artificial intelligence and the data driven company. So there is a lot of different applications are there. So everywhere you have to just go with the some smart based analysis with the help of the IoT system. So, as per my knowledge, the upcoming future or the upcoming world, this all relevant technology have a very huge scope for development as well as some creation of the innovative novelty in a different field. Okay, so that is from the my side, everyone. Yes, any questions? So please ask or clear your doubt here.
Yeah, all the students who are here and all the aspirants, please go ahead and ask any questions you have. I think it's one of the most amazing talks we've had so far.
Yeah.
Um, and the future looks very science fiction like
Yes, sir. Yeah, sir.
because,
Because this things is nowadays everywhere is required the some smart things
yeah.
replaced by the traditional things. And
Yeah, I particularly liked the idea of simulating the entire factory virtually.
yeah, yeah,
So before you build something, you would like to have estimate of all these things.
yeah,
So I think it's really like really like a science fiction because once you build the factory, then you can match with what you have designed versus what is
yeah,
actually on the ground. And
yeah.
if there is a problem, you can identify where it is.
Yeah, so this is the factory is the one applications, but we can apply anywhere like smart
Right.
university, smart classroom, smart city, smart
Right.
parking, smart agriculture, and smart
Yeah.
health care monitoring system. So every
Because
application having a lot of scopes. I think in the 11 emerging technologies in the engineering field are there. So you can go anywhere and you can see your potential career there.
so I had one particularly interesting question.
Yes, sir, please.
So it looks like it's like a gamers. There are many games which simulate life in
Yeah,
whatever the life actions are there, they simulate life.
yeah.
Like people build cities, Sim
Mm.
City, for example, simulation of all these things. So
Yes, sir.
how would the gamers who are really interested in gaming, who can think about all these minor, these little transactions between two elements of gaming, which can be simulated as elements of real life, and
Mhm.
in this case, can they even have translatable skills from gaming to manufacturing? So
Yes,
because
yes,
they
sir.
are good at gaming, they can visualize details in
Yeah, yeah.
manufacturing better,
Yeah, sometimes the directly real time is not possible. You just
right?
tested your result to the simulation base. Once you have to satisfy as well as there's some confident about that, then you have to think about that. There's some real time parts. So
Yeah.
that is a really good platform to first design your idea on the base level, and then you have to just go with the some real time setup and all these things.
How is it going to be with in terms of healthcare? I mean, you showed some parts of it, but I think people are, there are two types of people. One is people who are really scared to go to doctors. And
Yes.
secondly, people, if they go to a doctor, then doctor is scared because they ask so many questions. So, in this, how do you reconcile? Which one will win in this healthcare system?
No, actually, now like that the sir, as a population growth, you just think about that the COVID situation.
Yeah,
Yeah, so there is a bed is not available to the patient.
right.
In that case, suppose like IoT based smart monitoring systems are there, so doctor can check that the complete detail of the patient from the remote locations, and they can be fastly they can be indicate the treatment for the particularly patients, or there is some critical alarms are there. Suppose any in the
Yes.
hospital there is a any one of the patient is going to in critical situations, so immediately they alert to the doctors.
Yeah, I think that is really good because you pointed out a very important situation where in Corona time, for example, human to human contact was uh, not recommended, and in terms of that, patient care was being affected very badly.
Yeah,
So
there
if
were-
there were robots or some sort of yeah, devices that could take care of it, but again, uh, it is something that absolutely out of science fiction. I think we are moving towards a very fast, beautiful reality. It's going to be mixed questions. Many
yes,
ethical issues will come also, but I think you point out very good issues about security also, because we don't want enemy country to take charge of our manufacturing and create robots which will work against us.
yes, yes, yes,
Or
absolutely.
devices which will spy on us unnecessarily, or worse, just stop everything.
Yes,
So
right.
that is important. Any students, do you have any questions? You can just type it in your Zoom bars. We can check on the in the chat box also. I think it's really exciting. You should ask some questions as well to the sir.
Yeah.
He's very expert in this. And let's see who is there. I can see some old students also. You are also encouraged to ask questions. Okay, I think there
Yeah,
you can
in
see.
fact, this will really help them to select their specialization, sir, when they come
Absolutely.
in the second
Yeah.
year.
Right, right,
That's
right,
why actually I'm inviting the first years also to be a
right.
part of the webinars, because we are broadcasting webinars on different specialization topics. We
Absolutely.
can guide
It's
them to uh, remove their confusion and select
right,
a
right,
particular, like the upcoming webinars we have on cloud computing.
right.
We already had on AI. Now sir gave on IoT. So they can be clear ki what specialization in future they want to select. So I encourage them to ask questions and get their doubts clear, so that when they come to second year in their fourth semester, when they have to make a decision about the specialization, things are little clear to them.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
And in the same spirit of this discussion, maybe I can ask sir if because he's also the program head, what are the MIT ADT's courses that a student when she enters the MIT from first year, what is the path that they can take to be expert in the field that you presented today? So what are the courseworks, or what type of degrees they are going to be offered, or what
Yeah.
type of minors they
So
have?
there is some IoT special subjects are there in the some specialization, having the some experimental things are there. The students they can be do some mini project as well as some major project based on the IoT system. So there is some Raspberry Pi are there, or the Arduino systems are there. So with the help of this Arduino as well as Raspberry Pi, they can create a small systems like as a smart healthcare monitoring, smart agricultural monitoring, and that's quite really interested to generate a real-time application as well as the in future they patents and do a commercial. And as a subject, so they have some theoretical knowledge also there, like how they communicate, the protocols are there, how to design the algorithms, the programming parts are there, some hardware related things are there, how to do coding in the Python and all these things. So there is a different terms are there, so that is important for the students to develop the ideas as well as some project level activities.
Right. Also, there is a question in the chat box from Marissa. She's asking you that, sir, could you elaborate about the implementations and scope of blockchain in this industry? I think great question.
Yeah. So, with the help of the blockchain technology, you have to just focus on a different, some accuracy level, some scalability level, or some mobility. That is the exchange of the informations. The industrial IoT things are very important to do a communications. So in that case, suppose the blockchain technology are there, so it is helpful to like the data storage, data communications, data analysis, some data predictions, and based on these predictions, they can be take to decisions toward a industry. So blockchain technology having one different specialization over here, they will cover all type of the contents like as the some different part with some accuracy analysis and the predictions based things. Yeah.
Great, nice, great, great. Yeah, because it's all important. Any other questions? You can always ask here. There's always time, and yeah, make it informal. Don't worry too much about it. We have a very friendly environment at ADT. So all
Yes.
the new students, please feel encouraged that all your questions, doubts will be solved and also welcome. So that's the kind of environment we aspire to have.
Right, sir. Right.
And if there are no any further questions, ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and thank our speaker. So,
Yes.
first of all, I request all the participants to fill the feedback form immediately. The link is already shared in the chat box, and so that we understand what are your needs and we can serve you better in the next time. So, we also request you to join the WhatsApp group, which has been also shared for to get the regular updates of this upcoming webinar series and also about the admissions process. So, if you guys who are already seniors in MIT think your juniors should join, please encourage them to join this webinar series and we can live communicate with them. This is one of those opportunities where sitting at your own home, you can ask questions about live to us. That's really good. So, many, many thanks to today's webinar speaker, our very own Dr. Sagar Tambe sir, on fantastic and a very futuristic seminar on the recent advances in industrial Internet of Things and the future technology. I also take this opportunity to thank everyone who has attended today, taking time out and being enthusiastic audience. I also offer my special thanks to the complete organizing team, Moshmi ma'am and her team, for their tireless efforts to make this webinar always a success. Last but not the least, I also offer thanks to our School of Computing admissions team, our head of departments, director, and deans for their continuous guidance, suggestions, and support. We are grateful to MIT ADT management, which helps each one of us in the university to grow better and better to become excellent mentors. We are really blessed by our president, Dr. VD Karadsar, and executive president, Dr. Mangesh Karadsar, and thanks to our vice chancellor, Rajesh sir, as well. I would like to announce that I think the PPT will be available, PPT and the recording of this webinar will be shared with the participants through the WhatsApp group for later references. We will arrange career guidance webinars quite regularly in this upcoming admission season. So see you all in the next webinar and with a different topic as well. So please join in thanking me of today's speaker, Professor Dr. Sagar Tambe, sir. So thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you. Thank you so
Wonderful
much.
seminar.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you, Sagar
Motion
sir. You can leave if you want. I will continue with the admission
admissions
process and the
process.
college
Yes,
information.
yes,
Yes.
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 So we have our very own Moshmi Kuri ma'am, who would be also discussing about how to actually go about getting an admission, what are the processes, and why MIT ADT is the right place for you. Thank you. So, Moshmi Kuri ma'am, the stage is all yours when you begin.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh, Let me share. I think you can see the presentation and you can even
Yes. Yes, yes.
hear
We are you're
me.
in the presentation mode, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Yes, yeah. Thank you, sir. So that was a very good, informative, and in fact, listening to sir, I also thought I should also buy some IoT devices like robot and all to clean the house.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Actually, there
AC,
was a one question we missed, ma'am.
yeah.
Prerna Bhalekar asked, sir, can you tell
Hmm.
the scope of cybersecurity? So I think that question can be taken up a bit later because I think sir has already left. But Prerna, we will get back to you on through WhatsApp. So we will make sure the question has reached there. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So we can make our cyber security people and IoT people to collaboratively give the answer to this. So in our upcoming sessions on cyber security, we can take this. So how two three specializations can come up with some good solutions. So if you want all these and many other things which are recently trending and technologically apt, then the university which is very apt for you is MIT Art Design and Technology University, which ignites, inspires, and innovates. And we have experienced it being a part of SOC. We being the faculties also, we have always been inspired, and we always believe in innovations. And this great university was been established in 1983 by the Mair Group, that is Maharashtra Academy of Engineering and Educational Research. It not only gives education in engineering, but we have colleges in design, management, food technology, law, medicine, and school education. We have universities all over India. In Solapur also we have built a new university, and we have now a upcoming campus which I've heard is coming in Goa. So it is just flourishing because of the quality of education we give. It was established by Dr. Vishwanath Karad, a multidimensional personality who promotes value-based universal education. And because of his qualities and knowledge, Sir is is on the UNESCO chair of Human Rights, Democracy, Peace, and Tolerance President. Sir, who is a firm believer of Sri Swami Vivekananda's teaching, he's been widely respected in the field of education because of his vast contribution towards technology. The campus, which is at MIT Art Design, is been looked after by our own Dr. Mangesh T. Karad sir, who believes that universities are the reflection of society's collective knowledge and wisdom. Sir has the quality that he always promotes innovation, good education, and whatever is beneficial to the students. We have different faculties. As I said, we have arts, fine arts, and performing arts. We have design and architecture. We have engineering and sciences, under which School of Computing falls. We have humanities and social sciences, where we have Vedic science, civil services. We have education and research. We have holistic development. We have School of Humanities. Then under management we have corporate innovation and leadership and College of Management. Under maritime studies we have the manet, which we call the naval education and training. And under technology we have bioengineering sciences and MIT School of Food Technology. Not only as education and degrees that we provide, but we also give lot of help for startups. And we do have many startups which are incubated here itself in MIT ADT, which are funded by the KRIA and AIC. And many of our students have becoming entrepreneurs, not only joining a job, but also they are job creators now. So our university has been ranked in ARIA ranking. We have a five-star ranking through Ministry of Education Innovation Council. We have been conferred the best university campus award. We have Atal Incubation Center, which is established by Niti Aayog. We are in the top private university under Jagran Josh, and we have world-class curriculum which emphasizes on project based learning and industry aligned curriculum. KRIA has been established in our university, and I think this is a rare where I to have seen in any university having such a diversified quality of departments, like not only the regular graduation or education departments, but also departments or sections which are like kriya and IIC and AIC and all, which promotes innovation, startup, entrepreneurs, such that students not only are job seekers, but we can help them to become job providers. We can help them to create their own businesses. So it's like it is up to you, the moment you take the admission, in which way you want to flourish. Recently one more feather was in our cap, so we got the NAC accreditation with A grade. First time we had applied and we were successful in getting a grade, and this will be valid for more 5 years, and we will be doing more and more and more work such that we will convert this A to A plus plus. Under NRIF, we are under the top two universities. Under QS gauge also, we have good world class rankings. So, as our USPs, it is project based learning, School of Holistic Studies, School of Corporate Innovations and Leadership. Again, this is somewhere where our university is different, because we have School of Holistic Studies and School of Corporate Innovation and Leadership, which are a part of our engineering curriculum, which not only develops the student technically but also imbibes in him the leadership qualities and the holistic qualities for maintaining a happy health, a happy mind, and technically sound brains. So all these qualities are imbibed in you as a student. You don't have to look anywhere to get extra training in all these things. We have EWS scheme for eligible candidates, and that will be purely on merit, provided all the documents which are relevant for EWS will be submitted. So MIT School of Computing has a dedicated 50,000 square feet incubation center, well equipped digital library. We have well versed laboratories, excellent infrastructure, more than 5 lakh square feet of super built up area. And we are also now coming up with new IT building, which will help us to expand our infrastructure more and more. Our training and placement cell is doing an excellent job by giving 100% placement to all the deserving students, and the companies which are on the list is the list is unended, and we have already start campus interviews right from the third years, with training, with internships, with jobs. So it starts right from the third year. To help the students get to know about the university, we have collaborations, we have signed MOUs with many industries, and it keeps on uh, increasing the number. Overall growth of the students can happen not only through studies but by themselves participating in events and becoming leaders and organizers, and which they do through these clubs. So we have different clubs like ACs, code chef, EDA, cloud computing. I mean, whichever field you are interested in, you can join the club. Now these are technical club. We have non-technical clubs also, like adventure club, we have drama club, we have literary club, we have something called as walking poetry, or many clubs are there which can help you for your overall growth. As you know, the infrastructure is one of the beautiful infrastructure which has been, and the state of art. If you see, the World Peace Dome is located in our campus. There is a beautiful river which is flowing, and then there is a Sangeet Institute, School of Music, Vedic Sciences, which is again a beautiful architecture. So you will find such excellent and beautiful architectures in the campus. We have a temple, we have a museum which is dedicated to all movies, old movies. There are sculptures which are been kept of all the hit movies. So it's a never ending list. You can go on and have a good stroll in the campus. Even technically, we have specialized lab, we have spacious rooms, dedicated seminar hall. We have just started our biggest auditorium, which has a capacity of around 600 plus participants. Fully air conditioned auditorium is there. Then we have a studio where shootings happen, because we have movie making and film and film institute. We have customized conference room. Like, it will take you time to explore the campus and to know what is there and what is not there. So what we create is industry ready professionals and winning personalities. With all this education, you become academically enlightened, technologically adept, physically strong, mentally alert, intellectually sharp, and spiritually elevated. So if you want your friends or your acquaintances, your relatives, you yourself, if you have not taken the admission, then you better follow this admission process. Spread the word. We have already started with our online and offline. The number calling is 9021080155. We have in School of Computing the undergraduate programs in core engineering, ai AIC, big data and cloud engineering, blockchain technology, cloud computing, cyber security and forensic, and one more unique program which is software product engineering, which is powered by Calvium. And this is to 100% experiential learning kind of a program, where there is no traditional teaching happens, but it is all a hands-on experience on all the technologies, where you yourself participate in the learning journey. We have information technology core, we have data analytics, we have software and mobile development. We even offer postgraduate programs in MTech, which is in CSC or IT, and MSc in AI/ML. So the eligibility for UG programs is 10 plus 2 board exams, with open category 50% of marks and reserve category 40%. At least one engineering entrance exam you should pass, MSCT or JE or Unigage or Para. Reserve category students should fulfill the criteria of caste, and caste validity certificate as per norms of Maharashtra government should be produced. For MTech students, BE Tech with the valid gate score or a para score. For MSc, a BSc or a BCS degree, and for PhD, a MTech or a ME degree. Admission inquiry 9021080155. Filling of the form, you can go to the website and click on apply now, and then you fill the form and you will get a mail which will tell you about the procedure. Or you can uh, visit our campus, and you will witness a in counseling session where they will look at your interest and suggest you which specification would be good for you. Allotment of provisional admission will be soon done, and once you results are out and you submit the required document, then this provisional admission will be converted into confirm admission. Allotment of branch and the fee structure will be based on the merit list and the branch wise. So when you visit, you will get the whole detail. So for all your queries, you call 9021080155, or you will visit the website mituniversity.ac.in, or email us at admission.mitsoc@mituniversity.edu.in. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. I'm done.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Okay. So, yeah, we have already done the thanking, so we can
Yeah,
wind up
we
as
can,
as
yeah,
is
wind
ready.
up.